ILLIT went from one of the most praised newly debuted groups in the industry to the most hated K-pop rookie group in less than a month. But how did they fall from grace so fast, and who is to blame for this turn of events? To an outsider, it may seem like ILLIT's hate train started when Min Hee-jin, the CEO of Adore who houses New Jeans, raised accusations against the group claiming that they copied New Jeans' whole concept all the way from choreography to visuals. However, to think that this was the beginning of the insane hate train would be wrong because it had started way before Min Hee-jin's statement came out. ILLIT faced their fair share of troubles even before they debuted. The survival show Are You Next?, where the members competed for a chance to debut, didn't exactly put them in a favorable light. There were accusations of rigging flying around as soon as the final lineup was revealed, and to some viewers the competition wasn't based on fairness and objective criteria. It seemed like HYBE and B-Lift Lab had a clear vision about who would get to debut from the beginning, and that's why this was the first step for many people to voice their dislike towards ILLIT, although it wasn't the members' fault. Soon after that, fans and viewers who ended up liking the final lineup of the group were left puzzled again because it was revealed that one of the members, Youngseo, decided to abruptly leave the group before the debut. The announcement came out of nowhere and was issued by B-Lift Lab. In their official statement, they claimed that they have decided to end the exclusive contract with Youngseo after careful talks. This could hint at two possibilities. One, Youngseo herself decided to withdraw from the group due to her own personal reasons, or two, B-Lift Lab and HYBE thought it would be best to have a group with only 5 members instead of 6. Although the agency wished her the best for her future endeavors and asked the fans to not speculate about her departure, the exact opposite ended up happening. To those who were cheering for ILLIT, it simply made no sense why one of the most popular trainees would suddenly decide to quit before even debuting. All that after spending so much time on training and winning the hearts of the public? In fact, before the company made the announcement about her departure, fans were already suspicious about something strange happening behind the scenes. The first clues that something wasn't right came at the end of 2023 and right at the beginning of 2024 before the announcement of Youngseo's departure hit the public. Fans pointed out that Youngseo was absent on multiple occasions from filming the group's content. And she also stopped posting updates and wasn't active whatsoever weeks preceding the shocking news. B-Lift Lab had no choice but to confirm that she left the group, and that was the reason for her absence from all the group schedules. However, that's when the speculation started running wild. As one fan put it best, I don't think she would voluntarily quit her debut with a major label. And that's most likely true. Although these are just rumors, it appears that HYBE and B-Lift Lab decided to drop Youngseo off on their own and just announced their decision to her mere weeks before the group's debut. Now, you may think that after all these mishaps, the group's debut would go well, and to some extent it exceeded all the expectations, but on the other hand, it also attracted a lot of negative attention. ILLIT debuted with their lead single Magnetic and mini-album Super Real Me on March 25th. The song itself was absolutely amazing and immediately became a hit. ILLIT became the fastest K-pop group to break the Spotify record after their song Magnetic received over 100 million streams in only 27 days, and their mini-album broke the record as it sold over 380,000 copies in the first week. To think that these numbers were achieved by a rookie group that just debuted sounded a little bit too suspicious to many netizens, though. As soon as their song climbed the charts, people raised accusations that HYBE was using payola and unfair practices to get the group to the top. It simply sounded like it wasn't possible for the song to do so well when the general public had no clue who ILLIT were, and their fan base wasn't even that big to begin with since Are You Next failed to attract enough attention in the K-pop community. However, it seems like many K-pop fans forget that there are also just casual listeners who probably really enjoyed ILLIT's music. But from a certain perspective, it's not really that strange that a portion of K-pop fans thought that something was fishy because the group already received a massive amount of hate when they were invited to Paris Fashion Week before their debut. People were left baffled by this because why was a group that hadn't even debuted yet being invited to a major fashion event? They had no influence or selling power at that point, so it appeared as if HYBE was buying the girls a few spots and appearances. Now, considering how things turned out, the Paris Fashion Week appearance was a bad move in every way possible because the members immediately got the label HYBE privilege attached to their name. But despite how successful Magnetic and Super Real Me got, ILLIT couldn't catch a break because their encore performances gave them yet another label, and this time it was much worse. On April 2nd, the group won first place on the show, but when it was time to do the encore stage, that's when the real trouble started. Their performance went viral for all the wrong reasons as they were labeled as one of the worst singers in the industry. The criticism was targeted at every member, but mostly at Mocha and Iroha. One netizen commented, "They are all tone deaf. It was so bad. What did I just watch?" This continued with another encore stage to which the group received the same feedback. What didn't help this situation whatsoever was the fact that at the same time, another HYBE group was getting negative feedback for their singing skills skills, and it was LE SSERAFIM. Both Korean and international netizens all over the internet expressed their thoughts on the situation, one of them writing, "HYBE only cares about charting, they don't care if their artists embarrass themselves." Now, the situation was already bad, but it got 100 times worse once Min Hee-jin accused ILLIT's creative team of copying New Jeans. So if you don't know what happened, HYBE asked the CEO of Adore and the mastermind behind New Jeans to step down from her position as CEO on April 22nd because they claimed that she tried to do a takeover and cut HYBE off. While the K-pop community was baffled by this breaking news, Min Hee-jin responded with a public statement in which she alleged that HYBE asked her to leave the company because she raised a complaint about ILLIT stealing New Jeans' concept and not because she tried to cut off HYBE. Min Hee-jin said, "After ILLIT's teaser photos were released, there was an explosive reaction online with people who thought it was New Jeans. ILLIT's hair and makeup styles, outfits, choreographies, photos, videos, and public events have been copying New Jeans." She continued to claim that this wasn't just Belift Lab's mistake, but also HYBE's and Bang Si-hyuk's because they were, according to her, blindsided by profits and wanted to copy the New Jeans formula that she carefully crafted on her own. After this explosive statement, many people started to not only attack ILLIT, but also New Jeans and Min Hee-jin herself because it appeared as if she was accusing the members of stealing the New Jeans concept. But when Min Hee-jin held the viral press conference, she clarified that she never meant that it was the ILLIT members' plan to copy New Jeans, but that it was their team and the adults in the company who did that. The likeness of ILLIT to New Jeans is undeniable to the point that even Culted, a media and entertainment company, went as far as sharing a TikTok video on their official account confusing ILLIT with New Jeans. Both groups have 5 members and all of them are dressed in similar outfits and even made to do similar music, so it doesn't seem that far-fetched to think that HYBE wanted to create New Jeans 2.0. Based on what Min Hee-jin revealed, Bang Si-hyuk didn't like the fact that New Jeans became so successful, and it's been alleged that it was because he wasn't the one who produced them, and so he wanted to make a spin-off of that group so that he could have them attached to his name and not Min Hee-jin's. This sentiment was further fueled by the fact that he never congratulated New Jeans on their debut, and he didn't post a single photo with the group on his Instagram despite posting photos with every other group that is under HYBE. This brings us to the real reason why ILLIT are so unfortunate when it comes to the hate they are receiving. No matter how good their music is, and trust us when we say that we streamed the heck out of Magnetic, the way their debut has been handled by HYBE is a curse for them. It's extremely sad to see how their potential was wasted just to seemingly prove a point or compete with their label mates from HYBE. As Min Hee-jin said, it appears that HYBE is simply blindsided by the profits and they don't care about how original or unique the group is. They seem to rush their group's debuts just for the sake of debuting them and completely disregard that maybe the members aren't really prepared for the debut or that their concepts may overlap a bit too much with other groups. Min Hee-jin herself claimed that HYBE even rushed the LE SSERAFIM debut despite promising her that New Jeans would be the first girl group to debut under HYBE. What this tells us is that maybe if HYBE waited a bit more with debuting new artists and perhaps first focused on improving their performance skills and listened to their ideas, it might not always backfire in their faces. Sadly, the victims in the process ended up being ILLIT, and it will most likely take them a lot of effort to lose the label of copycats and bad singers. Let's just hope that their uniqueness will get a chance to stand out and that they'll continue to be successful.